In the journey to get to the top of the game, sometimes you're going to take a lot of bumps. It's not easy being on top of the game. The people around you might end up hurt, but it's not about the obstacles that get in your way when trying to get to the top. It's about how you're going to react to them. Today, we're going to talk about a man who did everything he could to create an empire. But on that journey, he ran into those types of obstacles. On his path to getting to the top, will he trample the ones that he loves? Will he lose sight of himself? Or will he get everything that he ever wanted? This is Snowfall Season 2. Now, there was a lot of things that happened in Snowfall Season 1. Some things that y'all might remember, and some things that y'all might have forgotten. But what y'all do need to remember is that my man Franklin discovered crack rock, and he's about to hit the streets with it. Unfortunately, Leon got shot, and that's something that we have to deal with. We got to make sure that our boy Leon is okay. We also have the plot of Oso, which I learned from you guys meant bear. Crazy. Had no idea about that, I'm gonna be honest. But it makes sense though, because that looks like a bear. Anyways, him, Pedro, and Lucia, they still going through their stuff. Y'all probably forgot, but that man Pedro saw fast went and told his dad about their operation. Now he done infiltrated, and he trying to take over everything. Teddy's still on this bullshit. You might have forgotten, but his man's killed that bitch that he was going around with trying to help find her sister. So he smoked his ass. Now we got 2 bodies on his hands. One he didn't really kill, but he still has to dispose of. And then the other one, he did kill. Shot this through a pillow. Those are mostly all the main plot points that you need to worry about. Without further ado, let's get into this new shit. Yo, DJ D-Rec, drop the beat. I don't have a beat, guys. I'm sorry. I know y'all were excited, like, yo, this man sitting about to rap, but I'm not. So we have a slight time skip. We got a 4-month time skip at that. Now we got a big problem. You know, this whole operation that Teddy's been doing with the CIA has been kind of greenlit at first. But now we got the president talking about the war on drugs and how they don't want to fund wars with the drug money and stuff. So Teddy's going to run, and now they might not want to fund the war with drug money. So Teddy's going to run into a little issue with that, but we'll see how things work out. Shit, you know, the president might say one thing on TV, but you know, behind the scenes, the government gonna do what the government does. Anyways, we get a slight time lapse of everything that's been going on. We see everybody cooking and packing up crack. Yo, was they putting crack in the goddamn Cheeto bags? Hey, yo, it ain't easy being cheesy. Now we understand the reference in Family Guy when he did a line of Cheeto dust on the table. Everybody's prospering. Well, Franklin and his group is. You know, Lucia and Oso, they kind of going through it because Pedro's daddy want to take over everything. So my man Teddy go to talk to Lucia and Oso, and he's basically telling them, hey man, I'm sorry I wasted your time, but I need a few more days. The drop ain't made yet. I don't know what the hell the Colombians doing. Man, Teddy, you got to get that under control, bro. Because if it was me spending all that money on them drugs, and you ain't had my drugs, you might have a problem, you feel me? Anyways, my man Franklin goes to his mom's crib. He pops in there just to check on her, leave some grocery money. Shit, you know how that go. She even got a birthday gift for him. It's Franklin's birthday. So you know all the gangs throwing him a party. Now my man Franklin having a blast. But Louis come out and you know Jerome. God damn, you looking good as shit, Louis. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how you got the energy to keep going to that club though, you feel me? Oh, I got the energy. I be in that cookhouse all day. But I ain't got the energy to be here with y'all lame ass. I'm about to go get me some. Hey man, can I come with you? Oh nah, she don't like dick. She like that cat though. And she makes a little smart comment to Franklin as she leaves, telling him that she's gonna tell the club owner that he said hi too. Now the reason for this little snark comment is because my man Franklin was supposed to, as a part of a deal for what Louis did, get her that club. But he has yet to get her that damn club. You gotta step your game up. I'm just saying. Now my man Franklin, he finally sees some fine shit. Not Mel, little weird looking ass. Bro, this girl right here look good as shit. He in there getting busy. This man Jerome busts in the room. I guess this man Kevin decided that he was gonna have with 2 shorties in Jerome's bed. Bro is wilding right now. In a good way though, you feel me? Straight out the hub shit. Anyways, you remember when I was telling you that that it was gonna get hard to get any ancillary support from any government body, you know, with the whole war on drugs and all that bullshit going on in Nicaragua? Well, Teddy gets a phone call from his superior at the CIA, and that's exactly what happens. He tells him straight up that he's no longer getting any more support and that everything else pretty much is riding on his coattails, that he's gonna have to take the burden alone. Teddy can do this. Well, he feels like he can. He really on some patriot shit, bro. I don't know why he be trying to fight so hard for this country, man, but that's just what he believes in, I guess. You know that white people shit. You know how that go. So at this point, Teddy has no ties to the CIA. I mean, he does, obviously, he's a CIA agent. However, he's supposed to keep everything secure and top secret. No one can know they're getting any type of support from the CIA in any fashion. Anyways, after this, my man Franklin and Leon go over to Obvious, you know, re-up, get some more of that coke. And oh my God, in the middle of them trying to do this, drug bust. They come in, LAPD, get on the ground, get on the ground. So Franklin and Leon, they get to dipping. I ain't gonna lie, they had burners. They motherfucking like Wally West in that. I ain't gonna hold you. My man Leon was just a little bit too slow. Cause Franklin, he hopped the fence and he dipped. But they got Leon ass. Now they didn't tie him in with the drug bust, but they did hit him with a felony fleeing police and shit. So my man Franklin decided that he was gonna get him out. You know they gotta bail Leon out. So we go over to these two bail bondsmen. Now, he doesn't let them know too much about the situation because he's getting a little paranoid. Jerome feels like he's being too paranoid, but my man Franklin, he felt like something was off with these two. And that's gonna come back very, very soon. I guess my man Franklin had a good feeling. Think he Peter Parker? Spidey senses. Now Lucia also decided they gotta figure out what the hell to do with their little operation. They find out about this smokable rock, and they know this gonna take off. Be up there with heroin and profit. So they take it to a rival gang. They with the Monakas and the Stompers, but they feel like they gotta find somebody else to rock with them. Hey, get it? Rock with them? All right, that was corny, my fault. So they pull up on these bro, and they like, all right, cool. You think this shit's so good? You do it. They make Lucia do crack right in front of them. This damn near passed out. Also had to grab her up. Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Doing crack is crazy. You know, everybody reacts to crack differently. Like sometimes people could do crack one time and then never with it again. Or they do crack one time and then they doing crack forever. Now that Lucia is basically a crackhead, we gotta go see what my man Teddy doing. Y'all probably remember from earlier in the episode how I was telling you he wasn't getting any support. Well, part of that is his pilot is gone. I mean, mainly it's because he killed his pilot, but also the CIA not helping him with anything. He has to find a pilot that's reliable and trustworthy. Just so happens that his big brother is a pilot. Wow. Now he pop up on his brother. His brother's name is Matt, and he happens to have been a pilot for the US military. So he's pretty good at what he does. He pulls up on him while he's paying pool at a bar. He tells him he might need a little help from him. He also gives him some money to give to his dad, help out with things at home. His dad and Teddy, they don't have a great relationship. It'll become relevant later, but my man Teddy got some serious daddy issues. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about like, ooh, zaddy. You know what I'm saying? On some shit. I'm talking about like really some daddy issues. You feel me? Like his daddy wasn't there to take him to the fair. Yo, what y'all know about Austin Power Gold members though? I'm just saying. Anyways, let's go check on Frankie and the boys. Okay, they're in front of a police department. They can't be good in any facility, but they just waiting on my man Leon. Hey, you know he made bail. Come on now. So they get him out. They talk about how they was this shorty Wanda while he was in there. See, Leon got a new girlfriend named Wanda. She's not very relevant at the moment, but she'll become a very pivotal part of the story moving forward. Just wait on it. Now Franklin pop up at the club, you feel me? He finds out that someone he used to mess with back in the day named Tanase is back in town. And she been talking about him. This is a woman who, again, isn't super relevant in the moment, but will be. Anyways, that's not important though. What is important is two people broke into Jerome and Louie's house. Franklin in there asleep, Peaches in there, Jerome and Louie in the back. Luckily, my man Peaches was on high alert. These came in the crib and Peaches popped their ass. I'm talking about fire. And it's Biscuit and someone's older brother. Now Biscuit and Tyrone are the two people that were the bail bondsmen. Those people that my man Franklin has some spidey senses about. See what I'm saying? My man Franklin ain't dumb. Real shit. Now that they killed two people in the crib, they gotta figure out what to do. Man, how did they even get in here in the first place, man? Man, come on, man. Who the fuck left the doors unlocked? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. They walked straight through the back door. Man, y'all tripping. Y'all got me in here catching two bodies, leaving the doors unlocked and shit. Man, that don't even make any sense, bro. Man, I told you not to mess with them, huh? I knew that they weren't right. My spidey senses went off like I'm Miles Morales or some shit. You feel me? Now Franklin and Louie stayed behind to clean up while Peaches and Jerome went to go dig some holes, put the bodies in there. Anyways, while they were cleaning up, they got a little unexpected visitor. It's the weird looking shorty Mel. Gosh, she looks so weird to me. I know I be hating on her, yo, and I know y'all be like, dang, Sin, why y'all hating on Mel, bro? But bro, she just look weird, bro. Anyways, none of that really matters. What does matter is that her and Franklin been beefing, because of Andre. He always got a problem with Franklin. You need to go ahead with that bullshit though. Anyways, she bring him her birthday card because she always gives him a birthday card. And she felt like she didn't want to ruin tradition. It's your birthday. I wanted to come by, show some love at least. But she tell him, take care of herself and dip off. Franklin does after she's talked to his moms. And she has, Sissy alright. She basically just stressing about him. Anyways, none of that matters. What does matter though is that Lucia, she about to get in business with somebody that can get her back right. So Shorty pop up and she kind of surprised. The head of this whole operation in the gang, it's a Shorty. Now Lucia's trying to explain to Shorty that this little rock that we talking about, you might not like it. You think it makes people crazy. Can't really control crazy people, and I get that. However, shit, if we ain't in on this, shit, all the black people can get all the money. We ain't gonna be able to get nothing. She's so confident in this product working that she's willing to take all the risk, front all the product. Now, my man Teddy, he's getting a lot of information, you feel me? A lot of information on Ivy, Leon, shit, everybody. He basically wants information on everybody as some leverage. You know, if things go wrong, he basically got him in the palm of his hands. But also, he's ahead of the curve. He knows exactly what the police are doing because of his liaison with the CIA. He's letting them know what they're investigating, who they're not investigating, and what problems are going to pop up. Right now, the ATF, the DEA, shit, all of them, they're thinking about bus. Hey, yo, they thinking about bus? That's crazy. All right, my fault. Pause on that, though. Now, my man Franklin, while Reed's over there looking over everything, is at the crib worrying about his own shit. They don't got enough rock. Now, they gonna go to swims tomorrow to try to get enough rock to hold them over, you know, until Ivy get back up, shit, and they can get enough coke and shit. Now, my man Reed, he's been doing a lot of research. Like I said, into Franklin, Leon, shit, everybody. Him and Franklin ain't made that connection yet, but that ain't gonna last too much longer before they do. Because my man Reed, this nigga done crashed his car into Franklin's. This nigga done stole Franklin. Oh, shit. We're talking about, are you okay? Are you good? How's your neck feeling? And he hit this with a taser and, yo, nigga put the chloroform over his face? Oh yeah, this man Reed is out of pocket right now. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. On top of that, Lucia and Oso, guess who done popped back up on them? Remember I gave y'all the recap in the beginning. I told you that they had a little problem, that Pedro went and talked to his dad, got his dad involved taking over their operation. Shit, they had to get away from him. To get up under his thumb, they smoked his ass. Now that might not be a big problem. You know, okay, they done smoked this dad. Ain't a big deal, but it is. Because this man Pedro done pop back up on him. They don't even know what's going on. Does this man Pedro want revenge? Does he want back in the game? Shit, I don't know. But what I do know is I wouldn't be trusting him. Real shit. But after my man Reed hit Franklin with the Bill Cosby, that ended episode 1. Don't worry though. We going straight into episode 2. I ain't gonna lie. I also warned Lucia that Pedro might return. But you know, Shorty don't listen to him. Need to start listening to my man Oso. I'm just saying. Oh man, why are you here, Pedro? Yeah, I don't even understand it. Well, I think the real question is, why did I leave, you know? Man, why you sound like that? All tweaked out and shit. Oh, well, you know, I'm just secretly working as an informant with a police officer, so you know how that goes. Wait, what? Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it. Okay, so what is this about? Well, you know, I still have part of my inheritance, so I'm coming back to get that because, you know, I met a woman and I'm thinking about marrying her. Okay, it should take like a day or two, but yeah, we'll get it. I brought my woman here with me too. Her name is Soledad. I'll call in a day or two about the cash, okay? So just make sure you bring it to me. Did you get all of that on the wire, babe? Yeah, I got it all. Oh, yo, come on, yo. This dude clearly is snitching. Oh, so stop being paranoid. You know who else is paranoid right now? My man Franklin Saint, bro. Because he's sitting in a dark ass basement right now. Light flickering. This dude in here is sweating and all that. Hey, yo, who the hell just walked in here with a flashlight? Yo, was that Leon? Oh, this man Reed done stole Franklin and Leon and tied them both up? Oh, he's going crazy right now. Hey, man, what you want from us, bro? What you want, some bread? I got paper, man. Yo, Franklin. Yo, why you sound like that? Yo, Sean, don't make fun of my voice, Sean. I got a speech impediment. Now, my man Jerome wake up, you feel me? He like, hey, Franklin, where you at, man? You out here, man? Hey, man, I don't know where Franklin at. I ain't gonna lie. He was here yesterday. I think he left out, man. He probably went to Oakland and shit, you know, to get that rock. Okay, he did say he was going to Oakland and shit. All right, bet then. Now, back in the secret basement, my man Leon finally wakes up from his deep eternal slumber. Hey, Leon, you good, man? Man, I don't know what the hell going on, cuz. My head hurt, though, cuz. You got some Motrin, cuz? Man, I got no damn Motrin, and my hands is tied, Leon. Even if I had some Motrin, how would I even get it to you? All right, that makes sense, cuz. My fault. Hey, yo, the white dude coming in here, cuz. Hey, I swear to God, when I get out of here, cuz, I'm gonna kill you on 5-5 crit. Yo, what is you, crit Mac? Yo, come on, yo. Hey, tell your friend Blueface to calm down, son. But anyways, listen, you messed up, man, because your man's got arrested yesterday. In less than 24 hours, he out, son. But whoa. My man ain't no snitch. Bro, you can see his paperwork. He ain't say nothing. He got a court date, bro. And I bailed him out. What is you talking about right now? It's all legit. You can just go check it. Okay, son, you say I can go check it? Well, I'm gonna do that shit like Nike then, son. But check that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, but that was kind of trash. Yo, stop playing with me, son. The only thing trash is y'all work ethic, son. Y'all out there trying to work with that crack rock, son. You ain't even got none. Ain't even getting no coke. About to go to Oakland to get some goddamn crack rocks. Man, I ain't gonna lie, cuz. I gotta get out of here, cuz. I don't want to die down here, Franklin. Yo, whoa, Leon, don't start all that crying and shit, man. Now back at Jerome and Louis, Kevin pop up, and Jerome look like he seen the goddamn ghost. Hey man, I thought you and him was supposed to go to Oakland today, man.
What is you talking about, man? I'm right here.
So if you right here, then what the? Hey, y'all seen Leon? Oh, hell no, man. You got the thought looking for Leon. You supposed to be with my man Franklin, but you not. But I don't know what's going on right now, cuz I'm hella confused. Shit, so is Franklin. That man in there stressing, trying to get to a damn screwdriver with his foot. Sheesh. Anyways, Lucia pop up in the hood, pull up on the black dudes with the crack. Hey, you remember me? Oh, yeah, I remember you, cuz you came over here looking bad as shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'll do that to you for real. Like, on some real shit. If you want a real man, you know what I mean? Just let me know. You feel me? Cause I can give you a real man. No, I just need some rocks. And I need to talk to your boss. Man, I don't know about that, man. You know, maybe if you bought the rest of our supply, I might be able to go back to him sooner. You feel me? So Lucia buys the rest of the crack rock from him and gives him a business card that says, hey, give this to your boss. You know, obviously now they got incentive to do it because shit, you done bought the rest of the crack rock from us. Ain't no reason to not to. Now, while they go do this, my man Jerome pulls up on Sissy. Talk to her about Franklin. Sissy obviously gets the drift that something might be off. But Jerome, you know him. He not letting her know shit. Talking about everything fine. He gonna talk to her later. Now at this point they're in the basement and Reed been listening to him. He's literally with the lights, bro. Flickering it with his finger. What a douchebag. Anyways, Reed come in there, bro, and he tells him, hey, you right, man. I looked into it. Everything cool. This man, Leon, he actually did get bail. The problem is, yo, son, I ain't gonna lie, son. You see my mouth face, son. So you know I gotta do that to you, Franklin. You know what I'm saying? Like, I with you and all that, son. But come on, son. You know I gotta do that to you. Man, what you work for Ivy or something? No, son. I don't work for Ivy, son. Yo, tell me who I am, Franklin. Tell me who I am, son, and I might let you live, son. Oh my God, bro. You gonna kill us just because I don't know who you are? How am I supposed to know who you are, man? That don't even make sense. You gonna kill me just because I can't play a guessing game? Yo, son. Now you gotta tell me who the I'm gonna blow this afro off this nigga, shit. Are you? Oh my God, are you Justin Timberlake? What the son? Oh, okay. You're the connect. Now at this point, my man Reed, he did all of this elaborate shit to see if he could trust Franklin. If he was somebody he could work with, you know, because he needs more money. Shit, if he linked with this kid, bro, take over all the projects, bring him in millions. But at this point, he's telling Franklin that he got to convince him. As long as he does, shit, everything should work out. Anyways, Lucia and Oso pop up on that gang that they work for. They trying to tell him they ain't trying to pay that dumbass tax no more. They was paying him a tax so they didn't tell the streets who hit Pedro's dad. Hey, yo, Pedro's dad is crazy. But they say that the tax stays. Either that or they telling everybody what happened. Shit. Anyways, at this point, my man Reed, he's like, look, bro, we can work together, but you got to hit them re-ups every time I come. No excuses. Hey, yo, pause on that. But my man Franklin, like, all right, I got you. And you see what happens to people that mess with me, right? Now my man Franklin, they think that they all super tough, bro. They gangsters and shit. His pride in a way, you know, he don't like the fact that this man treating him like this. We're talking about how they got to put a damn hood on. And Franklin like, look, bro, how am I supposed to trust you if you don't even trust me? You talking about I got to put a hood on. I can't even see where we at and shit. Now, Kev and all of them is tripping at Jerome and Louis house. They still stressing about Leon and Franklin. And Kev's relatives come in. His little cousin and his fat friend. They was selling down to Pico Union, which is Mexican territory. Jerome is pissed about it. But Kev trying to tell this man to chill out. Jerome ain't hearing that though. He's stressed about everything else. And they selling in Mexican territory. Stop doing that. Anyways, Jerome runs off. After this little ass kid coming here talking about, yeah, she trying to make us rich, cuz she trying to sell wholesale. Are you trying to say wholesale? Yeah, no, I'm talking about wholesale. Like the hoe trying to make a sale. You feel me? Now Jerome told the fat and his friend to leave. And Leon come in. Oh my God, Leon, what happened? Hey man, where the Franklin at, man? Hey man, he good, man. We straight, man. He gonna come back a little bit later. Anyways, in the meantime, Pedro introduces his shorty Saladad, or however the you pronounce her dumbass name. Now y'all don't know this yet, but Pedro, as I said earlier, he's working as an informant. This is trying to get revenge by taking his whole family down. But really ain't shit, I ain't gonna lie. Anyway, she's clearly a cop, and I feel like Lucia and Oso, they know this too. Anyways, Reed takes my man Franklin after this to meet Matt, the pilot, and Franklin is very intrigued with the plane. Says this could fly 2,200 nautical miles with everything stripped out of it. Now, Franklin says he's never flew before, and obviously he wants to fly, and Matt's excited about flying. So now you take my man Franklin up in the air, and obviously my man Franklin is a little bit scared. He ain't never been in the air before. The first on a plane. All right, my fault. That was crazy. The first nigga on a plane is insane. This dude, Franklin, is really up there flying for these white men, bro. Tripping. I'm flying, Reed. Look at me, man. I'm flying. I'm tap dancing. I'm shucking and jiving. Anyways, he take my man Franklin back to the crib and shit. And then Franklin gotta do the tough man shit. Hey, man, I respect it. I do. From here on out, no games, no tricks, no bullshit. You be straight up with me, I'll be straight up with you, man. But if you ever fuck with me again or anybody I care about, it ain't gonna be good for you. You understand that? Yeah, son, I hear you, son. But you know that I could kill you at any time, son, or put you in prison. I'm just saying. But okay, I hear you though, son. Nigga, you just throw a fucking screwdriver in my car, son? What the fuck? You work at Lowe's? This nigga Home Depot employee, son. This nigga just got screwdrivers on him. Anyways, he pop up back at the crib. He tell everybody that, he was meeting with somebody and that everything gonna be okay now. They don't really gotta worry about nothing with the coke anymore. Shit, they got a true connect now. Shit. Anyways, Pedro and Lucia are talking about a shorty and all that. And Pedro trying to explain to her, like, look, man, I want to be back in the family. You feel me? I don't want to leave LA. He trying to plant them seeds. Snitch ass. Anyways, the two black kids is still in Pico Union selling in Mexican territory, bro. So one of the leaders of the Mexican gang, bro, he pull up on them and he get to just stabbing their ass. Oh my God. So the fat pull the damn gun out and he about to shoot him. The Mexican dude pushed the gun out the way, weave it, and stab him in the neck. Oh, this nigga different. And then after that, he leans over the body and you're probably wondering to yourself, yo, why'd he do that? You know, what's going on with him? Well, we find out that he castrated these bro. Literally cut they dicks off. Now, while this is going on, my man Franklin pulls up back at the crib to talk to his mom and shit. Hey, mom. Now, at this point, my man Sissy realized that Franklin is selling more than weed. She not an idiot. Hey, you remember when I was a kid, man, you know, I would come home all day. So I had a really big day and shit, and I just want to remember, you know, everything to tell you, man. Then I get home, and I would tell you everything, man. Today be one of them days. Franklin is going through a lot, you know, and he needs his mom to be able to talk to be able to vent to. Shit, look. She ain't trying to hear that shit. I feel bad for my man Franklin, I ain't gonna lie. So he pop up back at Shorty crib, you know, Mel, get the sweet talking her at her back window, and eventually she lets him in. It's kind of crazy. Tried to go to his mom and couldn't, so he did the next best thing, went to a Shorty. And that is the end of episode 2. Let's get it straight into episode 3 though, you feel me? Now my man Franklin wakes up beside Mel, you know, casual, just banged her moment. Anyways, none of that matters. What does matter is the fact that he woke up and Shorty found his gun. Man, that's Jerome out there being safe, you know. Dang, so you in danger of walking down the street now? Well, you know, I be having a lot of cash on me, you feel me? You might be able to make some cash like me, but you ain't got the skills to eat an ass like me. And if I try to show up, all right, my fault, that was crazy. Anyways, Matt Reed is in the plane. They about to go get this motherfucker. Cocaine. So they drop shit in Colombia at that. My man Matt be going crazy with the plane. Look how he whipping that John. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, what's going on with y'all, son? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Como esta? You know what I'm saying? Hey, what a coke at, son? Man, don't worry about no goddamn coke. Hey, search him real quick. Yo, son, I don't got nothing on me, son. I literally didn't bring anything with me, son. Not even my wallet. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I did bring my wallet just in case I was gonna stop over here and get me a sandwich or something. I'm a little starving. Okay, so I thought I'd maybe get a little burger or something before I left. Yo, is you putting my guns in my face, son? Yo, what the is going on right now? Hey, man, the boss only need one of y'all allowed to talk. So watch your mouth, guys. Yo, son, so you gonna kill me, son? Anyways, Louis with Claudia. She over there thinking that she getting everything that she want with Shorty. Living the life. But really, the whole thing is Louis feels, what's the word? I guess inadequate in some ways. You know, for the simple fact that Jerome doesn't really trust her with much. Doesn't give her the combination to the safe. Doesn't really let her have her own money. He kind of controls everything. Gives her money like it's an allowance or something instead of treating her like a partner. This is not a good thing. And obviously Jerome is going to have to learn a lesson about it. Anyways, Claudia doesn't really treat her like that. At least not now. So Louis feels like, hey, I'm getting treated better here. We'll see how long that lasts though. Real shit. Anyways, also still seeing that little like oracle or whatever the hell it is. I ain't gonna lie. Sure to be over there telling him about all types of shit. About his present, his future. But really he's gonna see her because he doesn't know what the hell is going on right now. He trying to figure out who's their enemies, who's their friends, and who's the in-betweens. Anyways, Lucia talking with her little connection. You know, kind of like a private investigator, it feel like. I don't know exactly what this dude does, but she been hiring him to keep his eye on Pedro and shit. She don't understand how the hell did this man Pedro pop back up and they ain't know about it. What the fuck going on? Now, while they having that conversation, let's go see what Jerome and them are doing at their house. Oh my God, why is Kevin Kevin in here tweaking right now. So Louis popped in there. Obviously, you know, she running late. She's supposed to be cooking up, but she been chilling over Claudia's overslept and shit. But Kevin coming here tweaking because his little cousin died and got castrated last episode. Man, they cut their dicks off, man. They cut their dicks off. Man, fuck that, cuz they suck. Hey, man, they killed my motherfucking cousin, man. They killed my cousin. Hey, man, don't come in here on that bullshit, Kevin. Man, nah, that, man, they castrated him. Man, hold up, man. They cut their dicks off. Are you sure, man? Man, the coroner called my mama and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That little motherfucker is like my brother, man. Man, we gotta kill these niggas. So they strap up at this point. They think that they about to go kill them some Mexicans, you feel me? And shit, I don't blame them. They killed this little cousin, castrated him, and lynched him. Man, that. I would go pull up on the Mexicans too, man. Real shit. So that's exactly what they do. So they grab the guns and they dip off. Not talking to Franklin at all. Just deciding that they gonna go pop up on these damn Mexicans and smoke their ass. Bro, y'all not even gonna talk to my man Franklin. Y'all just gonna go over there and just start shooting random Mexicans? It's old niggas out there, kids, women pushing strollers and shit. You just gonna start shooting people. So they cocked the gun, bro. Now Louis done called Franklin, obviously. Franklin done popped up on him in the car, bro. He like, man, wrap this shit up, man. Y'all dumb. So they get back to the crib and shit. Man, you talking about we needed to stop and all that. Wrap this shit up, man. What, you ain't got no backbone, Franklin? Man, like a hoe, man. Man, I ain't gonna lie, though. They did cut their off, nephew. Man, that, man. Man, you gotta make sure that whoever did whatever really did it first. You won't just go down there and start shooting people, man. Y'all tweaking. Man, that was in the same spot, nephew, man, with a little Mexican gave a card and shit. So you telling me that you knew somebody that could have helped, and instead of calling them first to find out and confirm, you just went down there guns a-blazing? Fuck, you think it's the Wild Wild West? So my man Franklin, he ended up calling Lucille. Hey man, let's cut to the chase, man. All that rock shit and all that bullshit you talking about. 2 of my people got killed yesterday, man. Oh my God, I didn't know. I had no idea. Let me look into it. Hey man, you let me know who the killed my people, man. I don't give a white, black, purple. It don't matter, man. Who the died? It was 2 of my men. So we tell her, look, man, you need to find out what the hell happened. We can meet at 2 p.m. at a park. So they gonna meet, you know, have a conversation. He tell her straight up, only bring one person though, cause that, you ain't about to bamboozle us. Anyways, back at the plane in Colombia, the drug dealers finally pop up on my man Reed after he got beat up and shit. I ain't gonna lie, I would've smacked him too. He was talking crazy about Colombia, bro, talking about how they just a puppet country, how the US be using them as pawns. Yo, this man be tweaking. Yo, why does Reed talk like that? Oh, never mind, it's because he's white. You're real shit. All them white political ass patriot ass dudes, they be talking crazy, bro. Anyways, he tell them people straight up, bro, that we got you on the coke and all that, but next time you come, yo, we need a few items, man. Some Cabbage Patch dolls, you know what I'm saying? Some of that good cereal from the States, talking about Cinnamon Toast Crunch, you know what I mean? A couple Slim Jims. They basically asking them to bring us some good imported goods from America. Shit, I don't blame them. I need some good cereal too. They probably over there eating Fruitios and Cinnamon Toast Squares. You feel me? Hey, my Dashie fans, if you know, you know. Anyways, Franklin in the game meet up with Lucia and shit. He go talk to him to find out what the hell happened. Can we talk in private? Hey man, people told me that they killed your uncle a few months ago, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, whatever. You know, people die sometimes. Hey man, my friends want revenge, man. My people died and they got mutilated. Okay, your people did die, but they didn't get mutilated though. That's kind of crazy. But listen though, I'm here because your friends and all that. I'm trying to get some of that rack. You know, some of that crack cocaine that you selling. Yo, 2 of my men died and you over here talking about crack cocaine? Oh my God, you over here tripping. You need to worry about getting this paper, and I can get a lot of it. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I should smack the shit out you with your dumb ass haircut, looking like you was supposed to be in Saved by the Bell or something. Man, look, I ain't giving you nothing. No recipe, no shit. Now, my man Franklin don't want to get a recipe up, you feel me? Because he feel like that's gonna put a damper in their business. Even though Lucia, she know who killed him, and she'll tell him if he gets the recipe up, but he ain't going to. Anyways, him and Kevin get into it because of this. He tried to explain to Kevin that, hey man, Lucia don't know shit. Whole time, she do know. And I think Kevin knows too, for real. So we get the basing on this dude Franklin, and oh my God, smack the out of his ass mid-sentence. Man, Franklin, man, you got me up. Oh my God, nigga, you just smacked me in my mouth, cuz? So this dude Kevin pulled a damn gun out on him. At this point, I'm thinking to myself, oh shit, he about to smoke Franklin ass. Nope, I don't think so. Not on my man Leon watch. This dude Leon stepped in front of the gun and then pointed it at himself. That's different. Now Reed and Matt end up getting the drugs though. They going home, but Matt is trying to explain to him like, look man, you got me going through some bullshit. I might need a little bit more paper. You feel me? They really got my man Matt going through it. Anyways, they're back at Jerome crib and shit. And he said the product coming in soon, but they really worried about Kev and all the shooting and killing going on. Man, I talked to him cuz, you know, his family got killed, so he tweaking cuz. You gotta figure that shit out, man. Look, look, bro, Kev going crazy, bro. This is not the time to start no damn war. We got enough going on. Hey, one more thing, cuz. Hey, man, we was all wrong to get in that car, man. We shouldn't have. Next time I wait for you. Now back at the drop, Reed dropped the drugs off through Lucille and Oso. You know, making sure that they're getting that motherfucking paper right. Oso and Lucille are talking about what happened with Franklin and everything. Oso telling them, look, man, just stay out of kid way. Kids like that, they in it for the glory. You failed me. Yeah, they better start playing with my Franklin. I ain't gonna lie. Now Franklin and me meet up, you know, make the drop. My man Franklin paying them in these small ass bills. So Reed got confused. He like, bro, I said 10 a key, man. He thought it was more money than it was. Me telling him, look, man, my customers don't pay in large bills. Man, you ever thought about using the goddamn bank, son? Now my man Franklin, you feel me? He got the drugs and all that. Reed talking to him about maybe signing up with a bank and shit. That's gonna come up and play later. But right now, he get the product, give it to his people, and all he need them to do is to cook it up, rock it up, bag it up. He'll figure out the rest. Now white boy Rob, he also comes to Franklin and asks him if he can get front of the key. Try to move it over there in the valley and shit. You know, get that paper. 60-40 split. And he let him. That's gonna be coming into play later too. But right now, everything seems to be going smooth. Shit, my man Franklin even about to get some from Mel again. But then he gets a second knock at the door. And oh my God. Andre? Hey, what's good, Frank? See that Toyota over there? It's a missing. Went by Biscuit. That's his car, man. Been there for a while, you feel me? You know anything about it? Nah, I don't know nothing, man. Shit, I ain't even know nothing happened to him. Who the is Biscuit? That's a dumbass name, don't you think? That's bullshit, man. You think you smarter than everybody else, man. But me? I know that you into this shit. Now the shit that you got going on, stay away from me and mine, you feel me? Bitch ass nigga. Yeah, I hear you, man. I'm in here banging your daughter right now. Wait, what? Nothing. Now he come back in the crib, bro. Mel standing there looking all mad and shit. He kiss her, but she leave. You know how that shit go. Damn. Now my man Franklin pissed. Damn, man. You ain't think to check the car was there? Think to get rid of it? Y'all dumbass niggas, man. And I ain't know, man. Shit, I wasn't thinking about no damn car. Yo, man, you think it's any fingerprints on it? Nah, we ain't that stupid. Man? Oh, man, I don't know, man. Franklin, I bad nephew, cuz. And that shit some bullshit, man. I ain't know they had a car out there. What you think, they walked here? Yo, y'all niggas are stupid as shit. Now, also at the end of the episode, the cops, they trying to clean up the city. You know, all the homeless people. Franklin dad out there outing. Bro, they got the beating the shit out of this. I'm talking about, oh my God. They is dogging this. Now, out and getting that beat down is going to end episode 3. And now, we on episode 4. Now, at the start of episode 4, my man Franklin meet Reed for another drop. This time, it looked like this is a junkyard or something. What the is this? This barbed wire and shit, like where is they at? Anyways, my man Reed tells him that he gonna set him up with a bank and shit. They gonna meet, dressed in a nice suit and all that. Even gives him a fake ID. Jason Peters? That's not even a black name. Like, yo, this motherfucker not even thinking. Anyways, Sissy got called by a person that is advocating for people and the homeless. She ended up calling Sissy in, and she trying to explain to him that, look, man, detoxing right now from that alcohol and shit. But if he go back out on them streets, he gonna spiral and end up drinking again. She's basically suggesting that Alton go to Sissy house to clean up, to get right. And obviously Sissy, she feels very, very, very up about this because it's like on one hand, yeah, I want to help Alton, but on the other hand, this ain't shit. I don't even want him in the house. Now this dude Franklin, man, he got more product than he know what he can do with, man. This motherfucker go to the crib, everybody leaving. Louie, her feet hurt, she don't feel like cooking no more. This man, Leon leave, go to see his girl. Rob, he done sold all the shit at the valley, so he get 3 more keys, but he got a party to go to. Left my man Franklin by himself. Anyways, my man Franklin pop up, you know, suit and all that. He go to meet Reed, set this banking shit up. Now my man pop in here, bro, you know, he learned about the exchange rates, how he can get a corporation overseas to acquire assets in the United States without people looking into his business. But this man Franklin seems a little iffy about it. You know, like, man, I'm handing all my money over to this dude, you know, letting him have all this control. So Reed get to talking to him about how he has control issues and how he just needs help sometimes because he can't do everything alone. But really, the truth of the matter is, I feel like Reed, well, he wants control in this situation. If you really think about it, you might think that maybe he's trying to help Franklin, but in a way, shit, he's still trying to control everything. He's gonna have control over all of Franklin's money. You really think about it. So I feel my man Franklin. Shit, I would be iffy too, man. Real shit. Anyways, back at Jerome house, my man Franklin going through it. People showing up and just getting to talking, kind of acting like they weak or something. Like they can't do anything on their own to handle this problem with the Mexicans and shit. You know, in the streets, your reputation is everything. If people get to talking like you weak, like you can't handle problems, how you supposed to maneuver in the street? If one person can do something to you, then that means anybody could do something to you. And that's bad. Anyways, it's about to be the holidays, man. So my man Matt, he about to go home to visit Pops. But Reed get to reading in the newspaper about how the Olympics is coming and how they are about to do some construction in an area where he hid those 2 bodies. This is really, really bad for Reed. They find the bodies, people get to start asking questions. Now he got to try to cover it up in a different way. So he tell this dude Matt not to leave. Just wait a little bit longer so we can go peep the scene out. Anyways, in the meantime, you remember when I was telling you how Louis doesn't feel respected by Jerome? Well, shit that hit the fan. See, Louis asked for the combination to the safe, but Jerome, he ain't trying to give it to her. He just trying to give her money, not let her get it herself. And she don't like that shit. She felt like Claudia gives her more choice. Treats her as an equal. She is sadly mistaken, but she don't realize that yet. But she get to tweaking on Jerome. So you not gonna give me the mother combination to the safe, Jerome? Oh my God, you. And stop playing, man. How much money you need, man? Yeah, I want the combination to the safe to get my own money, Jerome. Yo, stop playing with me. Stupid Jerry curl. You think you Easy E or something? Man, whatever. You Easy E. You know what I'm saying? Easy to enter. You feel me? Thought ass. Yo, you know what? I'm done with your ass. Take that money and shove it up your fat ass. Yo, I am in perfect shape right now. What you mean fat? Yo, stop playing with me, cuz. Now, Louis ends up leaving after this, and obviously, they're going to have some problems. Now, while Jerome is going through this with Louis, Franklin has decided that he's going to try to get a little bit help with his gang. So Peach is introducing them to a guy that got some weapons, and, they're going to try to train their people, train them to protect themselves. Get to trying them. The little kid came in there, he got robbed. The 2 other kids got stabbed up. And shit looking bad. So we gotta get his people on their P's and Q's. Strapped up, trained and ready. Play with me? Shit, I'm gonna play back. You feel me? After this, Lucia and Soledad are at a little factory shit or whatever you call this. What do you call this? A warehouse? I don't know. Anyways, they working. And here come immigration tripping. Lucky Soledad was there. She stopped them. I mean, they end up slapping her in the mouth and shit, which is the reason why they ended up leaving in the first place. But still, she held it down. Anyways, my man Reed done went and talked to the construction workers about what happened there, about the people coming and doing construction in the area for the Olympics. And he realizes that they gonna be there and dig up everything. So we running Matt, and he tell him straight up, yo, I need you to help me. So now he about to get Matt to help him get these bodies and clean it up. This is probably gonna be an issue for my man Matt. And it probably will be an issue for me too. Nigga, I'm supposed to be a pilot. You got me helping you dig people out the ground? What type of shit is you on, cuz? Anyways, it's time to train the gang. Let's see what's going on. Hey man, y'all doing good, cuz. You feel me? But this the thing, man. The more better we do, the more better. Yo, can you learn how to talk, cuz? Hey, shut your ass up. Your mama again, boy. But anyways, the better we do, you know what I'm saying? The more attention we get. The more attention we get, we gotta defend ourselves. Robbing us and shit. You know what I'm saying? So look, man, y'all doing good, man. So for a bonus, after we done training and shit, we gonna take you back to the crib. All you can eat, all you can drink, all the hoes you can You feel what I'm saying? Lucia, Oso, and the gang, they having dinner for the holidays and shit. Not really important. Anyways, at that little party that they talking about, my man Franklin decides that he's gonna let Wanda cook. This is gonna create a really bad problem. She talking about, you could trust me, I promise. Yep, famous last words. Wanda's gonna be a problem. I told you guys that she was gonna become very relevant in different plot points later. Well, this is the start of it. Him deciding to let her cook led to a lot of issues. Everyone seems to be happy though, except Kevin. I feel Kevin though. Hey man, I'm gonna be real with you, man. You might have got everybody else fooled. You know, put little shiny trinkets in front of them. She ain't got me fooled, man. That's why all this money coming in. I took some bread and I took it to Delroy Mama. Yo, you took money without asking me? Yeah, man, I did. Shit, you know, the family, the people we were supposed to be protecting, dying, his mama. I know you ain't got no problem with that, cuz. No, I got a problem with you not asking for shit. Whatever, man, I ain't trying to hear shit, man. All right, listen, man, listen. If you can figure out who did it, I mean some real information, man, that we could talk about payback, all right? That good enough for now? Yeah, that's cool for now. That's my man Cav, he ain't gonna be happy, man. Anyways, things are going smooth, except for the fact that Louie, oh, she really done. Man, what if I promise she ain't gotta work in the kitchen no more, Louie? It's not about that, Franklin. It's about respect. That nigga don't respect me. Man, I can't do this without you, Louie. Well, you're gonna have to try to do this without me. And now my man Franklin realized that Louie is really done. Anyways, Reed and his brother are digging those bodies up. Now his brother is tweaking because it's bodies. What the But he's trying to explain to him, look, man, some shit happened and I had to get physical, man. It is what it is. Now, Matt obviously is tweaking out. He don't like the fact that he had to help his brother dig up bodies. This is going to become an issue, but they'll discuss it. Don't worry. Anyways, back at Sissy's crib, Alton's resting. He'll end up okay, eventually. And we also find out that Soledad is police. She's talking to her handler, or I guess you could say her guy, but the guy that's above her, the one that's pretty much overseeing everything. They have a conversation, and she says that she thinks Lucia is going down in flames. Shit, I guess so, because she has no idea that you're a police officer. Shit crazy. Anyways, all of this is happening and Franklin is all alone. No one's in there with him and he's cooking at the end of the episode with a bandana on his face by his lonesome. And that is the end of episode 4. We start episode 5 with my man Oso going to go see this damn witchcraft again. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of understand it. Like, you want to know what's going on, you know, try to find out if you can get an edge on the competition. But bro, I be scared of shit like this. You go see this shorty, next thing you know, your whole lineage got a curse on it. You just going in there think you about to get a tarot reading. Next thing you know, one of your scrotums don't work no more. Your piss brown. Like, I'm just saying, bro, should be scary to me, man. I'm just saying. But she flip over a snake card, bro. You got a snake in your mucking grass. Anyways, my man Franklin pop up out the crib, and who do we have here? Ivy. Now, you know, Ivy had went to jail and all that, you feel me? So because of that, Reed had reached out to Franklin. Him and Franklin started working together, getting paper. Well, Ivy out, and he's just wondering, how come he went to prison, Leon got out, and this man Franklin's operation continued? I just don't understand. Like, explain that to me.
And you know, my old supplier, man, he was so sweet, man. Little square, you feel me? And you know, I don't care that your operation kept going, but I just got to wonder, you know, was it my little virgin that you was, you know what I'm saying? Because then it's like, I gotta start wondering if you had something to do with me going to jail, you know? Anyways, me and you about to go back to work. Same product, same price, just like old days, you feel me? Here the address you gonna meet me at.
Now, this man Franklin is stressed, bro, because obviously he getting better prices from Reed. It's more reliable, and Ivy is crazy. So we get to talking to this dude Reed about it. Man, what the bro, how the hell is he out after doing all of that?
Yo, son, I mean, first off,
He looked like me, kinda. And by that, I mean he white. So, I mean, you know, white people just be getting out and shit. Bro, I don't care how white he is. The stuff that they caught him with, there's no way that he out on the streets like that. Man, what the hell? This dude got to telling. This dude got to be telling. It ain't no other way. That hit the gunner. The 6'9". They must have gave him a Big Mac meal. He flipped easy.
yo, son, I ain't gonna lie, I can talk to him.
All right, cool. I want to be there when you go.
Yo, son, if you go with me, he gonna know that you betrayed him.
I don't give a Bro, I gotta be there. I gotta find out if he a snitch or something. Like, ain't no way that he out on the streets and now he want me to come back to him 12 a key and you giving it to me 10. Come on, bro. What you think I'm supposed to? I look like a fool? I look like Boo Boo the Fool to you guys?
Yo, son, I'm gonna be honest. Do you want me to answer that question honestly, or do you want me to just lie to you to make you feel good, son? Because either way, you're not gonna like the answer.
Now, Matt go to pick up some shit, you feel me, from Lucia, Soledad. And Lucia get to talking to him about having Soledad go up on the plane. Now, basically, she's trying to use Soledad, you know, to play him so they can find out who the supplier is. You know, skip so they ain't got to do the middleman shit between Reed and them anymore. Go straight to the Colombians, you know. The Colombians are probably more likely to work with another Hispanic person anyway, rather than a white guy. Shit, and I think Lucia knows that. Anyways, in the meantime, of them trying to play Matt ain't stupid, by the way. He ain't green. My man Alton at Sissy's crib. And bro, look at him. Cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't drunk no more. This dude talking about he want to help her out and shit. You know, he had extra mouth to feed and he want to be able to do more. Man, go get a job then. Hey, I got something for you, Alton. Listen, hear me out. Indeed.com. You feel me? I don't know if you ever heard of it. Anyways, my man Peaches go to the stash spot. And this dude Leon in there giving Wanda back shots. Franklin let her cook. And that man Leon cooking. You feel me? Yo, Peaches freaky though, because why is he watching them like that? Anyways, Franklin asked him to go meet up with Leon and shit. But Franklin, he pop up at Jerome crib and Kev there with a bunch of Hispanic shorties. Yo, what is you doing, man?
Hey, man, don't you see I'm trying to work my magic? That thing that we talked about, you know, trying to figure out something, some information or something, you feel me?
Now, he had went to go meet Kev at the cookhouse, but he wasn't there. Well, we see what he doing now. So anyways, he sent Jerome over there to meet with Peaches. And as soon as they about to go do that, here come this Hey, wait a minute. Yo, Jerome got a random in the crib? You tell me you was gonna take me to Fat Burger, Jerome. Yo, bitch, you need to calm down. You is a Fat Burger. Talking about you want to go to Fat Burger. Bitch, you need to go get a salad or something. Go to Salad Works, Chipotle or something, get some protein in your, you know what, matter of fact, man, get the out of my face. Now, while all this is happening, this dude out in the pooled up on this man Franklin. Get to talking to him about the fact that the house is about to foreclose and they behind on a bunch of bills. Now, son, I'm just being honest with you now, boy. I know you feel like your dad is a drunk, you know, and I am an old drunk. You know what I'm saying? Since Good Times came out, you know, good time, you know what I'm saying? But your dad is still your dad, boy, so don't talk to me too crazy. Now I get to beat in your ass. You don't want me to put the belt to ass now, son. Put a belt to ass. Nigga, you barely even know how to put a belt on. Drunk ass nigga. Yo, get out my face, man. What you want me to give you money for the house so you can go take it and get drunk and shit? Yo, get out my face, man. Now, my man Matt get to go talking to this dude Reed. Now, after this, Matt pulls up on Reed and he tells him, look, bro, this situation we got going on, it ain't working. Okay, so what do you need, son? Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I need more money, man. And no more bodies, okay? I agreed to fly. That's what I'm gonna do, all right? And when everything is done, I want the plane. Yo, son, come on, son. You can't have the plane, son. You asking for too much. Now I know you my brother and shit. You know I with you and all that, son. But the plane, son? Like, come on, son. What you think, this Delta Airlines? Dude, either I'm taking a plane, dude, or I'm getting a stepping, man. I'm just being honest. Like Martin Lawrence. All right, son. You can add a plane. So Matt and my man Reed, they cool. I keep calling him Reed because at this point in the story, he hasn't forsaken his second identity as Reed yet. His real name is Teddy McDonald. Y'all all know that. But I just keep calling him Reed because that's what the other characters know him as right now. Eventually, they figure out it's Teddy and he's like, don't call me Reed anymore. Nigga, I'm Teddy. But until then, he just gonna be Reed. Now my man Franklin go pull up on Sissy at her job and shit. I ain't gonna lie. His mom tweaking, talking crazy to his ass. Shit, I don't blame her. Shit, I would talk crazy too. He done pulled up and shit like you some big shot. Gonna tell me about Alton being in my house. I'm a grown ass woman. I birthed you. I will take you out of this. His mom was in there talking to him like Young Thug. I created you, nigga. Well, God did, but I helped. Anyways, my man Franklin was about to get Sissy to lose her damn job the way he was tweaking. He gotta calm down with that shit. So they finally let Solid Dad in on the drugs. They believe her now, you know, after that whole immigration thing. They shouldn't though. I'm gonna be real. So Solid Dad and Pedro, they going to the stash spot where all the money is, all the drugs is, you know, etc., etc. They done let her in the inside. Damn. Now my man Franklin go pull up on Louie. She get to telling him about how they went to New York, went to Rockefeller, all that. They was over there having a swell old time. So my man Franklin, like, man, I'm glad that you having a good time and all that, but we ain't having a good time. We having a terrible time. We need you. Now you know I ain't coming back over there, Franklin. I love you now, but I ain't going over there with Jerome. That man Franklin left with his head down looking like Eeyore and shit. Now the Monakas boys pull up on this man Oso and them. Now things get real serious. They pull in there talking crazy. Talk about how they control everything. This man Oso like, man, y'all niggas don't control shit. Gabrielle does. If she told you to piss yourself right now, you do it. Now stop playing with me, cuz. So he put a knife to this man Oso neck. Oso don't like that too much. He headbutt this nigga, bang. Start stabbing him. Now Solid Dad in the background, she giving him coverage with the bullets. The whole time, she grabbing the damn gun like a police. Bro, she is a police. I mean, we know that she, you know, works with DEA at this point, obviously. We know that. However, they don't know that. But after this showing, they definitely do. There's no way in the world that you can see her do this and not know that she's with the police, bro. That is some police trained shit. Look how she holding that gun. Now, I goes home, bro. You feel me? He talking to Sissy and all that. And I ain't gonna lie, he feel like he a burden to Sissy. So she tell her straight up, look, man, I know I've been a burden to you. I'm gonna move out tomorrow. But Sissy, she ain't trying to let that little piece of man go. You know, she probably still got feelings for him from the past and shit. Now that he done cleaned up, he being a man, trying to help her out the best way he can. Oh, hold on, that was bars. Shit, I feel her. I'll tell that nigga to stay too. You feel me? That was a little zesty of me to say, but you know, shit, out in the real nigga though. I'm just saying. Anyway, she asked me to go take the ground beef out of the freezer to thaw, and they gonna make dinner. You know how that go. That's the universal sign of woman with you. Tell you go take some meat out, and either way, you feel me? Anyways, my man Franklin and Reed go pop up on Ivy, and Ivy knows that Franklin has betrayed him at this point. So he's very mad, but he's also in this weird ass hotel room with a bunch of security. So Reed realizes that he gave up a player. Yo, son, who the hell you give up, son? You got out of jail too fast, and you with all this security and shit in this random ass hotel. Like, obviously you gave up some sort of player, son, so who was? And don't worry about that, man. What you here for? Yo, son, look, man, you gotta leave the boy alone, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you some business if you leave the boy alone and you leave our little dealers alone, okay? You know what I'm saying? Replace that money that you was getting from. I need guns. Lots of guns, okay? Man, I can get you guns, man. What you need? Molotov, cocktails, grenades, rocket launchers, AK-47s, AR-15s, drones. Shit, I got the Obama shit. Yo, son, that's up, son. Obama really was droning people, son. Villages in Yemen and shit. They ain't even have nothing to do with nothing, son. Anyways, my man Ivy go back to eating this damn steak. Franklin want to know that they good. Shit, they alright. Ivy just care about money. And now he getting a bunch of money from Reed for these guns and shit. He don't care about that low ass money for them damn cocaine keys. Now back at the spot with Oso and them. Lucia? She fucked up. But Solid Dad is helping Lucia get this damn bullet out of her arm. Damn, she shot. But she know the truth, man. She know that this bitch is police. The way that she held the gun, the way that she helped get the bullet out and all that. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Anyways, Pedro and Oso go bury the bodies. But back at Jerome crib, him and Franklin playing cards. Now Kev come back, clothes all tore up, blood all on him. Apparently they was on their own little manhunt, trying to find the Mexican guys, you know, the people that killed his people. They came back. I don't know what happened to him. One nigga put a stake on his head. I know they ain't get beat up by no girls. Anyways, back at the spot, Lucia tells Solid Dad thank you, and they leave. Now Lucia tells him straight up, she's a cop. She building a case on us. No more crack, no more cocaine, no more nothing. This bitch is police. But also asks, hey, she a cop though. The
that make Pedro ass.
And just like that, we done. Episode 5. Now, Soledad is making a whole damn case. She had to mark off 3 of these because they dead now. Look at this shit. Bulletin board with everybody pictures on it. Lines drawing everywhere. Shit, she know everything damn near. Now that this has happened, her handler's like, look, man, we gonna get who we can get. But Soledad want to keep going. She feel like she got a shot at the cartel with this one. Shit, I ain't gonna lie though. Now that some bodies got involved, the higher ups of the DEA, they trying to call this shit off. But she asking for a little bit more time. Literally 48 hours, and she can get the arrest that they need to get to the cartel. You know, in the moment, it seems like this is gonna work out for Soledad. But eventually, things aren't gonna go swell for her. Trust and believe that one. Now, Reed and Avi go to Panama City. They're the ones that are gonna be handling all of these gun transactions. And they said if anything bad happens, they'll make it whole. Now, Franklin and Kev get to talking. And Kev telling them like, hey man, why don't we use some of these local businesses around here? Check cash in places, stuff like that. Franklin don't want to do that because it's too flashy and they gonna want to cut. He feel like Kev always trying to make shit more visible. In the middle of them talking about this though, the shorty, you know, the homeless advisor, the one that was looking after Alton, he pops up on Franklin. But she uncovered the fact that they slinging rock in there in, I don't know, 2 seconds? Shit, so I know every police in the area probably know. Anyways, she trying to find his dad because the cops are pressing charges on him, even though he's the one that got his ass beat. Now he gotta fight this. So she's trying to find him so he has the opportunity to, because if not, they're gonna throw his ass right back in jail, which is something that we definitely don't need to happen. Now Pedro and Soledad pop up on Lucia and Oso, but they tell them that the white boys canceled the drop and Gabby on the way there, so they need them to leave. Now obviously Pedro's a little wary of it, like, oh, we can stay. But Soledad like, nah, if they want us to leave, we can leave. Shit, she ain't dumb. She know that Lucia and them on to her, but she gotta play it cool, like it ain't no problem. You know how that shit go. Now Reed end up meeting with the shorty, you know his mans that he killed, Alejandro? Yeah, his wife. Now she popped up saying, you know, they need some shit. She got less budget now though. Things are a little bit more tight. And Reed, he ain't really keeping his promises. This is gonna come into play a little bit later, but we ain't there yet, so don't worry about it. Now while they're trying to figure this whole thing out about Reed helping her, Lucia's running into another problem. Gabriella. She pops up on him to talk to her because those men, they're gone. You know, because they killed them and they buried them. But that's besides the point. Anyways, Gabby can't really keep these people in line. Now Gabby's not dumb. She knows that Lucia and them killed these. So she sent everybody out to have a conversation with her and explains to her like, look, man, I came over here and I wasn't the head of shit. I had to fight for my way to the top. I was beneath my whole life, but I ain't stupid and I wasn't born yesterday. And she gets to grabbing Lucia's shoulder, pressing on that damn bullet wound. I know that shit hurt, I ain't gonna lie. So Gabby about to smoke her dumb ass. Shit. And Lucia, she offered something greater than money. She offered her $250,000 at first, but Shorty like, nah, I need 1.5. Shorty like, man, that. I give you the recipe to the crack, but she don't have the recipe. So they got to pull up on Franklin and ask him. Obviously, Franklin not giving out the damn recipe. So they pop up on Franklin, bro, but he's not giving up that recipe. Even though Oso and them, they saved his ass. He said he'll never forget it, but he can't give him that recipe. Shit, I don't blame him. Recipe plus $250,000? Yeah, that must be all the money that Lucia got. She keep trying to throw this $250,000 at yeah, I'm just saying. Anyways, back in Panama, Matt in the room where I'll be getting some head, but they done bugged the room and they definitely taking pictures and shit. Reed come in and grab him and explain to him like, yo, none of these dudes is your friend, bro. They're trying to get us because they really don't want us to take our business elsewhere. Anyways, as long as Matt doesn't say nothing too crazy in the room and smiles for the camera, he'll be all right. Now back at Jerome's crib, this man Rob pop in there. Uh-oh. Now this dude Rob looked like he seen a damn ghost. And the reason because of that is his dad that took his cocaine. Damn. Now Leon, Jerome and all them want to go because that's where they film them nasty movies and shit. But obviously, Wanda ain't letting Leon go. So Jerome, Peaches, Franklin, and Rob go. They go in the crib and shit look crazy. And that's because his dad's going through hard times. Shit. And him and Rob's mom got divorced. Now they go in there expecting to see these hoes. And that's not what happened. It's a bunch of niggas in there. Man, what the is that? Man, there's supposed to be titties in here, man. Oh, it's a gay one. A gay one? Now his dad is in there tweaking. You know, obviously paranoid because, that coke is gone. Bro took 2 keys of coke and that shit gone, bro. How the f you do 2 keys of coke that fast? Now his dad, he mad at this dude Rob.
Son, what the hell did you tell these guys?
I told him the truth, Dad. You're an asshole and you took the 2 keys of coke.
Man, whatever, man. All that shit I did for you, Franklin. You got ideas how expensive you was. You was a shock vet, you know? Like toys, trips, food.
Man, that's fucked up, man. You keep a count of the money and shit. Hey, man, look, bro. I'm gonna keep it a band for you. I'm grateful for you, man. Where the the coke at, though, huh? Where is it, huh? Where my coke?
It's gone, okay? It's gone. What do you want me to do?
Hey, man, I'm sorry about that, but listen, man, how 50% family discount sound?
Man, my business is circling the drain. I can't pay you anything.
So at this point, this dude Rob Dad is basically saying, y'all out of luck. I took the coke, and I can't pay you, and there's nothing I can do about it. So tough titties, or tough dicks, if, you know, you want to say that, because it's a bunch of gay there, but that's besides the point. So at this point, my man Jerome like, man, that. Man, slap your daddy. Nah, fuck that. Slap your damn daddy. So they get to whooping his daddy ass, bro. Straight slapping the shit out of him. Now, Rob, stop it, man. You know, obviously, because it's his dad, you know, at the end of the day, it's still his dad. He don't want to see him get slapped. So we tell Franklin, look, man, I'm going to make it right, bro. I'm going to figure it out. And Franklin like, my Rob good for it. He going to pay me back. Damn. But they was really slapping the shit out of this dude, Rob dad, bro. I ain't going to lie. God damn. Me personally, I'm not letting nobody slap me like that, but that's just me. Now, Pedro and Soledad are together and shit. And they about to go through this whole little operation. But Pedro don't understand why they got to keep doing all this dumb shit. Man, they got her for murder, drug trafficking. Like, what the else you want? He don't understand that he's just not going to get his revenge the way that he wants it. That they trying to get something deep, the cartel. Anyways, that little homeless advisor that was looking for Alton, Franklin helped find Alton, man. He signed some paperwork so he can fight this stupid ass case that these damn cops beat the shit out of him in. Feel bad for my man Alton, I ain't gonna lie. Now he leaves and he tells Alton, man, don't leave my moms out to dry. That's real. Now Franklin done paid for his dad lawyer and everything. He gonna help out. He get to talking to the shorty after they leave Chose. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, my man Franklin child riz her up, but she ain't going for that shit. Asked her if he can take her out. Like, nah, I don't think so. I get why you hustle. I respect it, but I can't with you. I be seeing you, Franklin. To this day, my man Franklin couldn't pull her ass. I know he mad. Now at this point, Reed and Matt together, and they driving, and they about to go get something to eat, but he realized that they're being tailed. They leapfrogging him. It's probably feds. At least that's what he thinks. My man Reed hit the dash on their ass though, and he ended up getting away. But now we know that some feds was on his ass. Anyways, Kev go back to the crib and gets a little knock on the door. He gave his family some food and all that, but it's Lucia and Oso, they pop up on him. Straight pull a strap on their ass. He just want to talk to him. And they make a deal with him. Say that they can give him the killer and who did it. But all they need is for him to give him the recipe. Now, obviously, this is enticing to him because he wants to avenge his cousin's death. Bad as shit. But I don't know if Kev gonna end up telling. If he get that recipe up, that's pretty much him betraying Franklin. And at this point, he just might. And that is the end of episode 6. Now we're on to episode 7. Yo, hold on, man. They in the movie theater with it? Oh, they watching Scarface. Okay. That's that he right there. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, cuz, how many times have you seen Scarface?
Y'all here talking about how many times have you seen Scarface? Y'all shut up and watch the movie?
Excuse me. Please, can you shut the up in the front, please? Hey, who the hell is you talking to, man? I know that you not back there talking shit. Now, if I got to come back there, I'ma slap her. I swear to God. Excuse me. You say you gonna slap her, but we both know that you are not gonna slap a bitch, okay?
Guys, O to the MMG. I was at the concession stand. I seen Skittles, Starburst, Twizzlers, and Dippin' Dots, and Sour Patch Kids. Now, if y'all know where that reference is in the comment section, please let me know. I just took a lot out of my goddamn throat muscles to do that, so leave a like. Also, I know it's kind of late to mention this, but if you want me to cover season 3, I need at least 5,000 likes. No, scratch that. I need 6,000. Y'all got 5,000 a little bit too fast last time. Anyways, Leon, Franklin, and Kev, they're all hanging out like old times. They went down to the beach and everything. Wow, what a wonderful time. Anyways, none of that matters though, because Kev is secretly betraying Franklin. Something that we don't know yet, but I know because I've seen all of the seasons 38 times. Anyways, my man Reed pulls up on his brother Matt. Yo, my man Matt got a dog? What the dog doing? Excuse me? This smell like shit, Matt. Yo, Sean, why is your dog saying that I smell like shit? Well, wait a minute. Why the is your dog talking, Sean? Now, Reed and Matt are discussing the fact that they were trailed last episode. Yeah, by the DEA at that. Yeah, they're on to the fact that Matt is a pilot and Reed is involved in this whole drug trafficking ring. They don't know that they're CIA agents yet. Well, at least that Reed isn't. But Matt, he's afraid because he wants to make sure that the government is going to protect him. And Reed said he's going to take care of it. But every single time Reed says he's going to take care of something, you have to realize he's probably not going to take care of it. Anyways, Louie's at Claudia's and she's getting a whole bunch of renovations done because she's slowly trying to infiltrate and take over the club. But Claudia's in there being an asshole. And she tells Louie that her diamonds look fake. I guess she says that the fronts are real, but the backs are fake. How the hell do you get diamond earrings in the front are real, but the backs are fake? Like, are the diamonds real, but the silver or the gold's fake? Like, I don't really understand that part, but either way, Claudia's just being an asshole. Speaking of asshole, you know the handler that Soledad has in the DEA? Well, he got a phone call from our buddy Reed Thompson, aka Teddy McDonald. And he tells him straight up, yo, Sean, I'm gonna keep it a band with you. First off, you need some Rogaine from the front of your head, Sean. Like, that shit's too shiny. I saw my reflection in that shit when y'all was tailing me, Sean. Wait a minute. You know we was tracing you? That we were tailing you? Yo, what the Yo, didn't I just speak English, Sean? Yo, I know you be chilling with Hispanics and shit, but you need to work on your English literacy, son, because I clearly just said that I knew you were trailing me, son. Shiny head, bitch. My shiny head in me. Shiny head, shiny head. You look like a cannonball from Super Mario Brothers, son. Now listen now. Take that tail off of me, son, or y'all gonna have to regret that shit. Real shit. Now as he's getting off at the payphone, my man Franklin pops up, and this is talking like Rico from Paid in Full. Bro talking about expanding Detroit, DC, New York, New Jersey. This trying to take over the world with the crack. And I'm not mad, you know? Now I'm gonna be real with you. My man Franklin need to slow his goddamn roll. Bro trying to take over the world with crack. Bro, you need to figure out how to handle LA. In the meantime though, Lucia is getting her bullet checked on. You know, laughing it up with Oso. I don't know why the hell she's laughing though. You might get an infection. Anyways, Soledad's handler tells her, hey, Lan, your 48 hours is up. We got a call. And this got me scared. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea who called us, but they know that we pinged them, which means that somebody from the LAPD told them, or they're involved with the LAPD. Either way, I'm terrified. And you know what? I don't blame him. I would be scared too, because how the hell do you know that we were following you? Anyways, in the next scene, we see Sissy and Alton together. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Why does this man Alton coming in here with no facial hair? I mean, I know he had to go to court and all that, so you know, he was trying to clean up, but bro looked like a newborn baby in the face. Anyways, he got his VA benefits, so he actually can help out some. And you know, Sissy, she a sucker for a hard-working man. Probably why she fell in love with him in the first place. So they get to dancing, that nice little slow dance. And next thing you know, Sissy and Alton embrace themselves with a nice little smooch. Oh, look at that. Real love. Now, my man Franklin blows a gasket after this because he pulls up at Wanda's spot after he's given her a job. Remember that. This is in there, and this is in there supplying crack that she done took from the spot. So my man Franklin goes and pulls up on her. Hey, yo, what the is this? You know, just selling some crack, Franklin. That's what we're supposed to be doing. You stole from me? Hey, cuz, she ain't steal from you, cuz.
Excuse me. I know that I'm not a part of the main cast or scene, but I just want to say that this crack is scrum diddly umptious, okay?
Who the is that?
I'm just a side character. Please don't mind me. I am just very high right now.
So we find out that Wanda has been taking crack from the spot, and she feels like she's entitled to it. Says she can take what's hers. Who the and what the and how the fuck? Who is she talking to like that? So Franklin's mad, bro, and he tells Leon that he don't want her nowhere near the spot, nowhere near the crack, nowhere near the business. And obviously, here comes Kev trying to be Captain Savo.
Hey, man, you need to make that right with Leon and Wanda, man.
Oh, apparently, Kev, I'm running a daycare center, man. I've got two big babies in there, one of which is wearing Huggies. She got her big girl diaper on, and they're stealing crack from me, man.
Man, I'm just saying you need to make things right, cuz. Real shit.
Man, fuck Wanda. And you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I feel him, because Wanda in there stealing. Who does she think she is? Now, my man Reed is in the pickle. A little behind. See, Matt got some information that the guns, the money, all the supplies are not going to where they need to. And it's because all the money's in the aviation office and it's being watched currently. That's something that needs to be taken care of, clearly. Anyways, Claudia and Louis get into it. Claudia doesn't seem to respect Louis. Keeps bringing up the fact that she's a whore. Earlier in the club, she brings this story up about how she found her prostituting herself, and since then she's basically been taking care of her. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. It is what it is. The problem is Louis doesn't like this, bro, so she brings it up to her and she doesn't understand why she's treating her this way. Like, bitch, can't you just, I don't know, maybe believe that I like you, that I'm actually interested in you for you, that I care about you? And for some reason, Claudia, well, she just won't believe it. So they get the boxing, bro, I ain't gonna lie, and Louis ends up slamming her neck on this damn bar. I ain't gonna lie, in this scene when she slammed her neck against this shit, I thought that Claudia was dead. But she gets on the phone and calls Jerome, crying, telling him that I need you to come to the club right now, please. Man, all right, I'm on my way, man. No, right now, please. So this is on the way to save her, bro, and obviously this is gonna put Jerome and Louis back together. But Kev, he's had enough of Franklin's shit, so he decides to pop up on Lucia and Oso, and he's gonna betray Franklin. And they tell him straight up to his face that Franklin knew the entire time who killed Delroy, and that he didn't tell him. And this is going to cause a big rift in their relationship, obviously, because you knew the entire time and you were hiding it from me because you're pussy and you didn't want to cause any problems. Now, Reed and Matt, they have to figure out what's going on to try to get the business back on track. So they pop up and they're about to get on the plane. However, the cartel are there waiting. And this is not good. This is actually very, very bad because they decide that until they get the pickups back in track, that they're going to kidnap Matt. This is going to lead to a very, very big plot point in which Matt, well, let's just say he doesn't really make it out the same. Obviously, Reed is in a situation where he wants to protect his brother, but he also has to make things right in order to get his brother back because the cartel has him and they put a bunch of guns to him. It's a messed up situation, man. Very, very messed up situation. Anyways, now Sissy, she pulls up at the crib and she's upset because she went to the bank and she found out while, getting back on track with her and Alton and trying to pay her mortgage that Franklin has paid it already under some stupid ass name. It's not even a black name. Why did Reed give him that name? That's such a dumbass name. You know what? I digress. Sissy's really upset about it, obviously, and Alton, he doesn't really give a because, Franklin's going to do what Franklin's going to do. Anyways, Leon goes to talk to Franklin and he's very upset. Man, I love her, right, cuz? Bro, I don't care that you love her, bro. She is a crackhead. She's taking product and smoking it. Man, I hear you, cuz, but I think you worry about the wrong shit, cuz. Like Kev out there, you know what I'm saying? He tweaking. Oh yeah, speaking of Kev, where is Kev at? Oh my God. They took this and showed him where the killer is and where he be at with his daughter. I hope that all of you know and realize that this season is not going to end up swell. Oh, this is bad. Now, Oso and Lucia, they have come up with a solution to the problems. First off, they had to show Kev where the killer was to get the crack recipe. Now they have it. That's bad. And second off, they have to dispose of Pedro because he's a rat. So Lucia says that they gotta go make a drop and Pedro has to go with her. I mean, he said he wants to be back in the family, right? So she feels like this is the perfect opportunity to get him alone. And well, as soon as they get there, Pedro goes to the door and here goes Lucia pulling the damn gun out. Put your hand up, Pedro. Oh, you sneaky little. Now, Pedro tells her straight up, bro, in this moment that, yeah, I was going to try to lie to save myself, but nah, I did. I went to the DEA office. I told them that my name's Pedro Van Wadela and that my family are drug smugglers because you murdered my father. Now, she kills Pedro after, he pretty much haunts her for the rest of her life. Tells her that, oh, you're going to hear my voice forever and you're going to be a monster like my father said you are. That didn't really last too long. She smoked his ass and, well, Pedro's dead. We can finally knock his rat ass off the board. Wow, what a beautiful end to episode 7. Now, Oso was there at the building and, Lucia's with Pedro, but Soledad kind of figured that something bad was going to happen. So she brought the DEA in early and they busted him. He tells Lucia that, it's over and tells her to run. That's something that Lucia's probably not going to do. She loves Oso, so obviously she'll come back for him, right? Right? Anyways, Reed goes to the CIA office and he's trying to find his, his higher up, the guy that's overseeing things, but he's not getting any answers. Bitch tells him to make an appointment. He's in the CIA and you gotta make a damn appointment just to talk to somebody? Type of dumbass shit. Anyways, let's go see what Franklin, Leon, and Kev are doing. After Kev has betrayed Franklin, by the way. Just want y'all to know that he betrayed Franklin and Franklin has decided to buy Leon and Kev both homes. Yep, that's right, bought them houses. I mean, he did put it under his corporation. Clearly, he doesn't want anything like this tied to the business. Why would he go and put this shit in their name? So the IRS can be like, hey, how did you buy this house, by the way? Now, obviously, Leon is very grateful, but Kev, he's a little weary of things, just a tad bit worried about how things are unfolding. Like, it feels like Franklin is just putting a band-aid on things. And I don't blame him because that's kind of what he's doing. I mean, it might feel like he's looking out for them, like he's putting them in position to be great, to prosper in life. But really, he's just kind of just giving them shit. So they shut the up. It's a sad reality, but Kev realizes this, and he's probably going to tell Leon. Anyways, Lucia is still on the run. She ends up talking to Oso and shit, but Oso, he's not telling them any information. Like, he's in this goddamn hotel room, bro, and they're asking him all types of stuff about conspiracy, about drug trafficking, about the cartel connections, all that, bro. Obviously, he's not going to say anything. Now, Sissy pulls up on Franklin, and now they're going to have a conversation about the fact that he paid her mortgage, and he gets to cussing his mom out. Bro, tweaking. I've been thinking, Franklin, and first off, Jason Peters? What kind of dumbass name is that? I was asking Reed the same thing. Like, I don't know why he named me some random white guy that lives in Wisconsin, but whatever. Anyways, me and Alton's been thinking that we can't accept it. What do you mean you can't accept it? It was either that or lose the house. Well, I guess we'll have to lose it then. Oh, okay, so you're a idiot. Why would you not just take a free house, you stupid ass? You know what? I'm not gonna stress myself over this, all right? If you want to lose the house, then lose it then, okay? I don't even care, bro. You measured me in that house. If you go look at the wall in the kitchen, you'll see that I was 5'2" for 10 years. Damn, I didn't grow. But that's besides the point. I hit a growth spurt when I was 16. And just like that, Franklin leaves and his mom is crying. It's kind of messed up, man. You don't have to talk to your mom like that to prove a point. I'm just saying. Now, we got some problems. The big problem is the fact that, well, Wanda, you remember I told you she was going to be a problem, right? Well, she jacked the stash house. Literally took as much as she could and ran. She's a fiend. Anyways, Jerome was in the midst of actually talking to Louie and trying to fix things with her, and she was on her way out with a suitcase when Peaches calls and tells Jerome that Wanda stole everything in the stash house. Knocked the nigga out with a frying pan. Wanda's straight gangster, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, this ain't the first time she gonna knock somebody out either, though. That's the saddest part about it, bro. She just be knocking shit out. But anyways, Jerome, Peaches, Leon, and Frank, they on their way trying to find Wanda by any means necessary. So they pull up at her aunt crib, and she about to run out the back. Yo, Wanda was in that motherfucking house tweaking. Get off of me! Give me my rock. Yo, what's wrong with you, cuz?
Man, what the hell is wrong? Yo, you better get her under control, man. I swear to God, I'm about to smack this. Excuse me, nephew, can you please hand Auntie that pipe right there? Yes, please. Auntie wants to smoke crack real bad. Please hand me the pipe, please.
Now, in the meantime of them trying to figure out what they're gonna do with Wanda, Reed is still trying to talk to somebody in the CIA. So he ends up contacting his ex-wife that also works there. I'm assuming that's where they met each other, probably. Anyways, she doesn't want to help him at first. She's pretty reluctant, but she pulls up at this little restaurant. And Reed tells her that no matter what happens, he'll protect her and her son. He's basically threatening the CIA at this point and saying that if they don't come and talk to him, that he's going to tell everything. He'll be a whistleblower, pretty much betraying them. And that's the last thing that you want to do in the CIA, DEA, FBI, it doesn't matter. Anything secret that's going on, you don't want to be the that's telling the information. They're probably going to kill you. And he knows that. But the information will be out first and he'll go down with the ship. Anyways, in the meantime, in between time of him being a whistleblower, Lucia's trying to cut a deal, cut a deal with the DEA to give up pretty much everybody to free her. And also, they basically decided that they're going to be rats, which is crazy because they just killed Pedro because he's a rat. Now, Lucia's whole mindset is, the black kids, who cares about them? The CIA guys, who cares about them? Pedro told on his family. Yeah, but you killed his family. So it's like, Lucia, you're kind of a hypocritical. I think Lucia might be the person that I dislike the most this season. Like, if I legitimately break down everything that's happened so far and what I know happens, I think the person I dislike the most this season is probably Lucia. She's kind of hypocritical. She causes a lot of problems. Like, she caused a big rift between Kev and Franklin. I mean, it was already there, but she reveals the information that Franklin knew about the killer, makes Kevin betray Franklin, kills her cousin for being a rat, even though she killed his father. And then she decides, well, screw everybody else, we're going to be rats now, and it doesn't matter because we're just telling on some random white guys and black kids. They don't have any ties to us. Pedro's the one that told on his family, so it's different. But it's really not different. A rat is a rat. Bro, she's kind of lame. I ain't gonna lie. Anyways, Leon pops up on Kev, bro. He's been trying to page him all day to get help with Wanda and what's been going on, bro. And Kev is explaining to Leon that Franklin knew this entire time what was going on. He knew who the killer was. He knew, and he didn't tell them. He tells Leon that he can't trust Franklin, to never trust Franklin, and that something might happen to him. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, this is when I knew shit was about to hit the fan. Anytime someone important like this has an introspective moment where they're self-reflecting and realizing that something bad might happen to him, usually something bad might happen to him. But anyways, in this next scene, Jerome finally is making things right with Louie. He went and got the bench that they took their first date on. Bro went to a pier by a beach, unbolted this bench and stole it. He also gives her half of the money they made together, and he tells her that he knows it's not about the money, that it's about their partnership, and that they are going to be together and decide everything together because they're partners, and he respects her. He knows when he's f***ing up, and he's going to fix it. They share a very intimate moment here. So it's very beautiful, I'm gonna be honest. Anyways, Reed's new higher up, a guy who has replaced the last one, shows up to talk to him, and he tells him, look, man, the guy that you were working for, he's gone. Got rid of him. But the show, well, it must go on. And now that Reed has an understanding, he gets to calling the cartel to check in on his brother. You remember when I told you that his brother wasn't going to make it out the same? Well, they've been in there force feeding him cocaine. Literally been giving him cocaine nonstop for days. He's going to be addicted to cocaine and then die. Speaking of being tied up and addicted to some sort of cocaine, we now transition into Wanda and Leon. That's a really good transition, by the way, by the writers. You see Matt tied up, getting force-fed cocaine, becoming an addict. And then you see an addict tied up. She's not being force-fed anything. She's being force-starved. It's kind of like a foil, I guess. I think I used that word right, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, Wanda's in there talking crazy. Oh my God, I just want to shower, please. I smell like piss and earring backs. Oh my God, please help me, Leon. Oh, you ain't no shit. You ain't gonna be nothing but Franklin's lapdog, you
bad fro having ass, nasty smelling ass, short little dick ass.
Whoa, excuse me. You do not have to talk to Leon like that. I mean, you kind of did though, because it's funny, but that's besides the point. Anyways, Franklin comes in there to get Leon and they leave Wanda there by herself. Probably not a smart idea, but you know, it's an idea, I guess. Anyways, Lucia's sitting at the hotel and she ends up getting paged by Franklin because Franklin knows that there's about to be a problem, that a war might happen if Kev actually kills this guy. Hey man, tell me you didn't go buy my hack and get the process from Kevin, man. Man, I told you I needed it, Franklin. Man, what'd you give him in return, man? You tell him where to find Delroy Killer? You know if he killed that dude, it's gonna start a war, right? So Soledad is in there telling her like, hey man, tell her where the is at, because if a war starts, it's going to be a problem. Now this is bad though, because Soledad is going to go there, and if Franklin stops Kev or Kev kills someone, either way, someone's going to get seen by a federal witness. So they pop up on him, bro. Lucia's there, and obviously this Soledad pops up trying to stop whoever from killing this Hispanic guy, because you know they don't want no war, but they also don't want people dying randomly at a park. The biggest issue here though, and it's truly a big issue, so at this point Franklin and Leon pop up on Kev, bro, and I'm gonna be real, that is mad, bro. Hey cuz, stop,
Man, I'm supposed to stay and be cool every night while he buying houses and shit. That, man.
Man, Kev, man, chill, man. Man, Kev, it's broad daylight. We just gonna kill this dude in broad daylight in front of his daughter, man. Man, I can't let this happen, Kev.
Man, what the Yo, you put my gun on me, man. Man, you ain't built for this shit, Saint.
Kev, wait, Kev. So this dude Kev get to shooting in the park, broad daylight, everybody around. Obviously, Soledad, she see it, she start pulling up, stop. And this dude Franklin shot this Kev in his leg. Now she see him, and Leon grabbed this dude up and they get to dipping. Now obviously he's in pain, but she's telling him, oh, you're gonna be okay, you're gonna be okay. Now that they're trying to kill ends up seeing Lucia's face in the midst of all this happening. So now we see Lucia gets spotted, Franklin got spotted, and Kev on the ground bleeding out. Oh my God, what happened to Virgil? I felt bad in this situation right here. And it's like, damn, what the hell's gonna happen now? So they go to their little stash spot, you know, out the way, trying to duck off. And while all this is happening, my man Matt gets a random ass visitor. Oh, it's Avi and all of his Israeli friends. I'm assuming that Avi pops up because Reed has not been giving him his money. The cartel's not getting their money. Avi's not getting their money, and Matt, well, he's being force-fed cocaine on the hour, every hour.
Hey man, so what happened, man? What do you owe you money to? Yeah, you owe us a lot of money.
Excuse me, I just wanted to ask if it is okay if I stop doing coke, please. This shit is ridiculous. I'm just saying, y'all giving me coke on the hour, every hour. I am about to die from this shit. I'm just saying, please, I don't want to do coke anymore, please. I don't want to do any more coke, please.
Anyways, my man Franklin's back at the stash house with Leon. And Louie and Jerome, well, they pop up. Franklin is stressing. This nigga in there drinking water, stressed the hell out. He seems to think that Kev, you know, is gonna be fine. Now, Franklin seems to think that Kev's gonna be okay because he shot him in the leg, but there's a lot of arteries in the leg, so let's just hope he didn't nick one. Anyways, they gotta hide down because they know that a DEA agent was there and seen shit. Peaches are gonna ditch the car and everything should be okay. Maybe, probably not. But anyways, you remember when I told you Lucia doesn't care about the black kids, doesn't care about the white guys, doesn't care about anybody but her and Oso? Well, you're probably like, well, since she didn't say she was going to give them up. Well, I was preemptively saying that because she literally gives up Franklin right here in this moment. Oh, I only know the name of the shooter. What the You giving up anybody. You the worst type of rat. Now at this point, they know about Franklin because Lucia's given that name up. So you got detectives walking around town asking about him. They even came to Sissy's and Alden house. Then they unfortunately run into Andre. This is really bad because Andre has a hate boner for Franklin. Like a literal hate boner. This hates Franklin. But don't worry. Andre gonna get his. Maybe not now, but at some point. But he's probably gonna help them get Franklin. And you know it's gonna work because Andre knows Franklin more than anyone else because he's a hater. Anyways, the cops end up showing up at Avi and the Colombians at Reed's house because, well, they're making a bunch of noise. Now they're about to arrest Matt as he's outside high as a kite trying to convince them that everything is fine. Thank God Reed pulls up and he has a liaison with the LAPD because if he didn't, they might have been shit out of luck. Guys, excuse me, this is my brother and I just want to know why you guys have him apprehended, son. Like, why the do you have your hands on my brother right now? I'm just saying, like, no disrespect or anything, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, well, your brother's being loud like everyone in the house, and apparently he is high out of his mind. We don't really know on what, but he's tweaking the out. Now, as all of this is happening, Reed mentions his liaison with the LAPD.
Yo, man, you should let my brother go, Sean. I'm gonna have to call the LAPD liaison, Detective Han, and he will come over here, open a goddamn karate chop on y'all ass.
Oh, that's racist.
Shut up, bitch.
Now, the DEA, they also get a phone call from some higher-ups. You know, when Reed agreed to keep the show on the road with the CIA and not be a whistleblower, they decided that they were going to help out. So they did. So they give the DEA a phone call and, well, they're shutting the operation down. But they're getting some cartel members, which Reed has provided because they are literally force-feeding his brother cocaine. But they have to let Oso and Lucia go, which is bullshit because she's literally a rat. Oh my God. I hate that. But you know, it's okay. Anyways, Jerome and all in are packing things up, trying to get things situated for Franklin to get out of Dodge. He's got to go. The DEA has his name. They're asking questions. So Sissy pulls up and she's very, very mad because now her son is involved in some serious shit. Kev died. Nigga's artery got hit and he is dead now. That's really bad. And Jerome pretty much tells her about herself, that the reason Franklin is the way he is not because of him. He saw all the girls and the drugs.
Man, fuck that, man. I'm a part of him, you, Alvin, Louie, everybody, man. That boy gonna do what he want, man. Man, you think we can tell him what to do? That nigga is a savage now, man. You remember when that boy was describing Chief Keef when he was in the barbershop? That's Franklin, man. That same nigga that kid was describing it. The same that kid was describing as Franklin, man. Motherfucker's a savage. Can't even stop this nigga, cuz. Motherfucker talking about me, drugs, and money and girls, man. That motherfucker been on shorty, man. Been getting money.
And obviously, you know, Sissy, realizing that she's getting nowhere by arguing with her brother, decides to leave. But now they know at least that Kev is dead. Now Leon's at the crib with Franklin, calling his mom, asking if anyone's been asking for him. And well, he gets good news that no one's been asking for him. Well, that's because Lucia doesn't know his name. But they do know Franklin's. So Louie done popped up on her cop friends to find out what they do know. And now they're going to get information. Anyways, Reed's back in town now. He ends up giving the money to the cartel, giving the money to Avi. Avi like, yeah, if you come up short again, me and my partner's gonna be very upset. Man, shut your ass up, Avi. You always be on one money. Anyways, Reed's brother's not doing too good. His nose is bleeding. He almost passed out. So he just wants to go home and rest. But he really needs to go to a hospital because he's been taking cocaine straight to his system for multiple days. Bro need help, I ain't gonna lie. Anyways, Jerome and Louie, well, they pop up on Leon and Franklin and they tell him Kevin's dead. Detectives came by Sissy house and told him, no, it's true. His artery got hit and he bled out. I asked 2 cops about it on my payroll. And the cops got your name, Franklin. They know it's you. And they got a DEA federal witness. Now he tries to get Leon, but Leon is pissed and he leaves. Now this dude Franklin is realizing that he's gonna have to go on a run because he literally caught a body in front of a federal witness. Anyways, Leon pops up on Wanda because she's like the only person that he can talk to at this time without losing his mind. But he's been gone for mad long. What the hell did he think was about to happen? Clearly, she's gone. You've been gone all day. You thought she was gonna stay in there? This bitch done undid the pipe and got out. Bro done brought her food and everything. I know he mad. Now Franklin's talking to Louie and Jerome about how things went and the fact that Kev said that he wasn't built for this. And maybe Kev was right. Maybe I am soft as a maybe I am a big pussy. And you know, maybe Franklin is. Maybe he isn't built for this. Now they want him to go down there and hide with Louie's family in Baton Rouge. And I'm thinking to myself, man, I gotta go down to the middle of Baton Rouge and hide because I caught a body? What kind of life is that? And eventually they'll probably find me. Like I'll never be able to come back to Los Angeles because I'm wanted for a murder and a federal agent saw me. Anyways, he ends up calling home. I guess he wanted to talk to his mom maybe, but Alton answered and well, you know, he doesn't necessarily like Alton too much. Shit, I don't blame him. I probably wouldn't want to talk to my dad either. He ain't been in my life for mad long. Now all of a sudden he back and he want to help me, give me advice and shit. Anyways, in the middle of him being on the phone talking to his dad, Leon pops up and he tells Franklin that everybody's been talking about the shit. That he killed Kev, that he's seen it, all types of shit. But Leon's been telling him that you ain't do shit. That's a real friend right there. Killed y'all's other best friend and he still got your back. I guess Leon's realizing that he kind of doesn't have a choice. He doesn't have anybody else. Wanda's a crackhead now. She done ran off. Kev's dead. All he has is Franklin. Kind of up when you think about it. Probably hates Franklin right now, but he also realizes he has no one else. Anyways, Lucia and Oso are free at this point. The DEA shit is over, and Soledad has decided to leave because she's mad as shit. I would be mad too, honestly. Anyway, she pulls up back to the crib, opens up a little thing, and is that the $250,000 that she keeps trying to give it to everybody? Oh my God. See, I knew this was gonna happen. That saw her at the park. So he pushes her against the wall, starts kicking the shit out of her. Thank God she's not pregnant, because that baby be dead right now. And then Oso comes in there and starts tackling this, but he's nice as shit with the knife. I ain't gonna lie, look at how he's moving. He weave, slice. He done cut this Oso up crazy, bro. Stabbed his goddamn stomach, his arm. Oso done tackled him off the building. It looked like he broke his leg or some shit. I don't know. Now, Lucia pulls the gun out, gets to shooting, but it looks like the guy got away. I always thought about this moment right now. Like, what happened to this guy? Like, does he get away? I honestly don't remember. Anyways, Reed pulls back up to the aviation office, and here's Soledad waiting for him, asking a bunch of questions. And Reed doesn't really want to answer too much, but he takes the opportunity to maybe use her. He wants to get the DEA off his back. Doesn't want the CIA to get exposed, so he decides that he's going to manipulate her, just like he always does. That's all Reed does, really. I mean, he finds people and then he manipulates them, takes them and uses them, kind of like a puppet. And that's what he's going to try to do with her. So he's like, well, let's go have a drink and talk about it, because we're on the same team. What a swell team. Anyways, Franklin's dumbass decides that he's going to go pull up on his mom, go talk to her a little bit. So he goes in the house, talks to his mom, says, oh, I love you, Mom. Oh, I got to leave for a while. I just had to see you before I left. If I got to stop all this to have you in my life, Mama, then I'm going to do it. This dumbass, bro. Andre knew that he was going to go talk to his mom, and that's exactly what he did. Literally says, I knew that you couldn't resist your mama, boy. They got this in handcuffs and they finally take Franklin. And now he's arrested. And that is how we end episode 9. We start our season finale off with my man Franklin sitting in an interrogation room. Obviously, he's not going to tell them shit. They're asking him a bunch of questions, but you know, he's just saying, lawyer, I need a lawyer. Hey man, I said I need a lawyer, man. Stop playing with me, cuz. And just like that, that's what they did. Stopped asking them questions, and you got the federal agent literally telling them in the interrogation room that Franklin is the killer. So my man went to jail, the county jail at that. For those of y'all that aren't familiar with the way, you know, breaking laws and going to jail works, whenever you go to jail for a crime, you're just awaiting trial. You aren't in jail to serve your sentence. You're in a jail to be held to go to trial. And then they'll send you to an actual prison when you're serving your sentence. Unless it's like a smaller crime, or, you know, sometimes they'll give you the opportunity to serve your sentence in the jail, but you have to do more time there. It's kind of the trade-off. Jails are softer, usually smaller population, a safer place for people that are pussies. However, because of that, you have to serve more of a sentence. It's crazy how it works, but I mean, I guess it's just a trade-off. Like, okay, yeah, you can go here. It's more safe for you because you're an asshole. But in reality, a lot of jails aren't safer. You got to think about it. In prison, you might get around a bunch of people that have already got their sentence and they are ready to go home. You know, of course, there's politics in prison and things like that, but a lot of those people, man, if you respect them, they'll respect you. If you're a man, they'll be a man. And that's just what it is. Some people might try you. That's just how prison is. I mean, that's how the real world is. But in jail, we got a bunch of these people that think that they got to be in there super tough. A lot of young, they dumb as hell. I'd probably take my time in prison instead of going and doing it in the jail. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. However, what you should really do is not go to prison at all and just, you know, be a good guy, a good kid, you know? Don't break the law, women and gentlemen. Just be good. Now, my man Franklin, he gets into the county jail, goes into a cell, and he meets some guys that aren't necessarily nice people, kind of assholes. They make him get on a bunk, and there's a crazy ass dude in there talking about, I didn't do it. They framed me. Bro in there scared as shit. Anyways, they end up calling him to talk to his lawyer. And this lawyer promises him, because he doesn't have any priors, that they're going to be able to get him bail. Now, if Franklin had decided that he was going to turn himself in, instead of trying to run and getting caught with a bunch of money and clothes and a car that wasn't in his name, they probably would have gave him bail. But the judge isn't going to take too kindly to that. Anyways, in the meantime, in between time, Reed is going to talk to Soledad about what he does and the fact that they're on the same side. He basically wants her to quit the DEA and come with him to help fight the real fight, to help America. But really, we know that Reed is up to no good because, I mean, he's a CIA agent and he's white. Anyways, the next day, my man Franklin, well, he runs into his first problem in jail. Gangs. Yep, he's black and there's a bunch of Hispanics in his cell. So when this new Hispanic guy comes in there and asks him what his shoe size is, well, you better give them shoes up, buckaroo. This man Franklin gave his shoes up and his bunk. Bro is pussy. Anyways, it's time for his bond hearing. And like I told you guys, he got caught fleeing. So the judge, she was going to grant him bail until the state told her that, hey, this guy, we caught him, he was fleeing. As soon as the state mentions that shit, the judge denies it. This don't got no bail, bro. Time to take your ass to the LA County Jail. Now my man is in this open dormitory, and oh my God, is that Ray Ray? Oh, y'all probably remember him from the first season. Remember when Ray Ray had him kill his his best friend? Yeah. Well, Ray Ray's in here and he approaches Franklin. Hey man, me and this dude used to chop it up back in the hood, cuz. Yeah, this dude got game, man. He used to get that paper, you feel me? And what they got you in here on, cuz? Oh, nah, man, you know some bullshit. Man, me too, man. Couple months and all that. No, the food ain't shit, cuz. But hey, man, I know we ain't see the eye to eye out there and all that, but in here, cuz, we're the same hood. So we gotta stick together. First off, why you in here sounding like Blueface? Oh, my fault. We in California. But secondly, all right, cool. We gonna stick together. And they gonna stick together, all right? This Franklin got his ass beat. Literally got punished. Yo, they beat the shit out of this dude Franklin in the middle of the night, bro. Put some down. Now, my man Franklin gets a visitor, and it's Jerome and Leon. And they're mad as shit. You see, Jerome, he knows exactly where this man Ray Ray's family lives. All of them. And Franklin could have them touched. Anyways, Leon picks the phone up next, and he's mad as a to the point where he yells at this Franklin and tells him the first dude he sees when he goes back in there to beat his ass. This man Leon broke the phone. Anyways, Franklin tells him he's gonna be all right, but he's not. So he goes back in there, yo, and it's a dude like tearing up sheets, and I'm like, yo, wait a minute, is this nigga making a noose? So that night, this dude Ray Ray pops up, him and his goons, and they're about to beat up this man Franklin again. But this hangs himself in the middle of the night. So my man Franklin, he done seen enough, man. He wake up in the morning and he see this standing in the damn dormitory with his shoes on. Nigga named Jesus. Now this dude Franklin is in there beat the up. Mom sees him. She get the crying, screaming. Obviously, my man Franklin is pissed. He don't need that right now. This dude Alton trying to be a dad while he locked up. So Franklin get the tweaking on him, bro. Like he should. Fake ass nigga trying to be a dad now. Franklin mad as shit. He leave after the guards grab him up. He go into the next room. As soon as he see the Mexican with the shoes on, he bang, smack the shit out of him, smack him with the phone. Take his Adidas. Oh yeah, my nigga got his shoes now, cuz. Got my motherfucking shoes now. My nigga think he playing. So they throw this dude in the solitary confinement hole and shit. But babe, my man got his shoes on though. What they talking about? Now he goes straight back to the dormitory and he got to make things square with his ass Ray Ray. Now my man Franklin done lost his damn mind at this point. He is not playing with these. He walks straight up to this dude Ray Ray and he say, hey Ray Ray, you ask why I'm in here, right? Cause I killed my best homie. Now I know where all your people stay, your mama, grandma, little sister. Hey man, you know I mean business. Don't forget Lenny. And when he said that, my man Ray Ray heart dropped. Cause that Franklin did have him kill his best friend, bro. That was real life. Was not playing with his ass. Not playing with his ass. Hey, yo. So we get on the phone, collect call. He tells Jerome to put Louis on. Now, he basically sent Louis out to talk to, Reed. He sees something in Louis, and Louis sees something in Franklin. And he seems to think that Reed sees something in him too. As he tells that Reed, well, you need to figure out how to get Franklin out. Because if you don't, shit might not be going the way you want it to. You need him to make this money, and we need him. And Louis told him straight up, I love my nephew. If there's anything that you can do, fucking do it. So Reed does it. He pulls up to her and he tells her straight up, look, Sean, I know that you want to work with me and shit. We gonna be together. We gonna work together and all that shit. But I need you to do something about that shit. That shit that you seen, Franklin, allegedly killing that. Well, ain't nothing alleged about it. I seen everything. Yeah, Sean, I hear you and all that. But listen, man, I need you to, recant that statement. You know what I'm saying? And just like that, my man Franklin, out of the clink. Soledad recanted her statement. My man Franklin, oh yeah, he got out. He go to Kevin Grave and he says, he ain't been getting much sleep lately. He said it ain't the beatings he seen in his dreams, not Ray Ray, not the guard, not the dude that hung himself. It's Reed Thompson. And Frank, well, he wanted to know how this man Reed Thompson could get him off of a murder charge. So he went to Ivy's hotel, gave him $80,000, reparations. But Ivy tells him everything, that he's been smuggling arms for a war for this guy, Reed Thompson. That Reed Thompson works for the government. And that, our friends, is the end of season 2 of Snowfall.